Hello everyone, welcome to Module 2, Part 4. So, in this section, we are going to study the frequency response of the CS amplifier. We are going to study the three frequency bands. Earlier, in the previous parts, we have studied about the CS amplifier, the circuit, the voltage gain, etc. But there we have not considered the effect of coupling capacitors. So in this part we are going to study the effect of the coupling capacitor. This is a diagram of the capacitor coupled common source amplifier. We are taking into consideration the coupling capacitors CC1, CC2 and the bypass capacitor CS over here in this particular circuit. We have two more capacitors. This is the gate terminal, this is the drain terminal, and this is the source terminal. Two more capacitors which we have to consider is this gate to source capacitor CGS and gate to drain capacitor. From this point it is CGD. We have to consider all the capacitors and the effect of these coupling capacitors and the internal capacitance, that is CGS and CGD. Take all this into consideration and check the effect of these capacitors on this common source amplifier circuit. This is the frequency response of the amplifier, taking into consideration all the effect of the coupling capacitors CC1 and CC2 and the bypass capacitor CS, as well as the internal capacitance CGS and CGD. So taking all this into consideration, we have the frequency response of the CS amplifier. So here you can see the gain is almost constant for a wide frequency band. So this band is called mid band gain. So here in the mid band gain, the gain is almost constant. We have already derived the equation of the gain AM in the previous parts. AM is minus RG divided by RG plus R signal into GM into R naught parallel with RD parallel with RL. So this derivation we have already seen in the previous section. So this is the gain, mid-band gain equation of the CS amplifier. Then we can see gain falls off at a signal frequency below and above the mid-band gain. So this is the mid-band gain. Below this mid-band gain, the gain falls, and above this mid band gain also the gain falls. At a higher frequency the gain falls, and at a lower frequency band the gain falls. This is mainly due to the effect of the coupling capacitors CC1 and CC2 and the bypass capacitor CS. At a low frequency the impedance of the capacitor increases and it acts as a open circuit. So this impedance of the coupling capacitor CC1, CC2 and the source and the bypass capacitor increases, and this capacitor acts as a open circuit over here, as a result of which the gain falls. Similarly, at a higher frequency, due to the effect of the gate to source capacitance, gate to drain capacitance, which is the internal capacitance, at a higher frequency these capacitance are usually small. The value of these capacitance are small. At a higher frequency, these the impedance of the capacitor of this capacitor decreases, as a result of which they behave as a short circuit. So when they behave as a short circuit, the gain falls. At this particular point, you can see the gain is falling. These capacitors are high. These capacitors are high. At low frequency, they act as a open circuit, and at a high frequency, internal capacitance act as a short circuit. In both the cases, at high frequency and low frequency, the gain falls. Now, the bandwidth of this particular circuit is given by bandwidth. As you all know, it is the difference of the high cutoff frequency minus the low cutoff frequency FL. So this cutoff frequency is obtained at the 3 dB. At the 3 dB when the gain falls. So at a 3 dB range we get the FH and the FL. So you all know that FH is usually far greater than FL. It is usually far greater than FL, or in other way we can say that FL is far less than FH. So in this case what happens? What will happen to the bandwidth? So if FL is far less than FH, then you can neglect this FL, and we can write bandwidth is almost equal to, not exactly equal to, it is almost equal to FH. Okay, and then the gain bandwidth product. The gain bandwidth product for product GB is given as, the name itself indicates, gain bandwidth product. The gain AV of the CS amplifier into the bandwidth, which we have already just now calculated the bandwidth. So this is the gain bandwidth product. In the next part we will see effect on the circuit at a low frequency and at high frequency. We are going to derive the gain equation and the frequency equation at low frequency and at high frequency. Thank you.